Hello, Pitinka here with another scrapbooking process video. First, I tear off this tree paper and adhere it to my white cardstock. Then I add gesso to part where I wanted to have a picture. And in the meantime, when it all dried, I create my title with stamps. I used 2 stamp sets. This one is from Heidi Swap, and I really like the structure inside the letters. And another one I use with green ink, and it's stamp set from Pink Fair Studio, Adore Alpha. I really like this stamp set as well, and both inks are from Pink Fair Studio. So that's it for the title, and then I start to create my background. Firstly, I want to use these inks as well, but it didn't work for me, so I went for my shimmer paints. I just sprayed a bit next on my table, and with my brush I put it everywhere where I wanted, but then I wanted to add more and more and more, and you will see I was adding these blue color a few times, and then I add different blue shade, but just a bit, and I went back to this spray, and here you can see by the shaking with the spray I accidentally make some splatters. So after I finished this big part, I also made the splatters on purpose, even I didn't mean it to do before, but I have to. But at the end it wasn't so bad, so you will see. So you can see I had more and more, then I dabbed with my napkin a bit because I was afraid that it will be too wet, but it was okay. So at the end I sprayed again on my table and add some splatters. And it was a bit strange, just random splatters, so at the end I create a few not random splatters where I wanted. And at the end I used my green ink, which I used also for the stamps, and add few green splatters. Then I let it dry completely, and I started to create layout. I started with photo backing. I think everything I use is from Cartabella, but I think 3 different vintage collections, but they match perfectly. And I started to look for some papers for photo background, and also I thought I would go for these small tags, so I fabricated them, like I think 4 of them, but at the end I used just 1. So when I had all my background paper, I started to play with these tags, but you will see. But I didn't like it, so I just found this paper and I start to fascicate the leaves, and you will see I fasticated tons of leaves and snowflakes. I destroyed edges of this paper under my photo and adhere it all together. Then I used my foam to lift photo bit, and I adhere it to my paper, and then I start to embellish everything. So at the beginning I put these snowflakes on my title. I liked it there because they are green as well. I put 3 of them. I was looking for this last small one. I adhere it just with my glue, but some of another snowflakes I adhere with foam squares. Then I add this small skier. I adhere it with foam squares to add with dimension. And I could cut a bit because it was overlapping my title and I didn't like it. And then I started to embellish this right corner. I add some branches, some leaves, all of them fascicated from this I think 2 papers from Cartabella. And then I adhere it and at the end I add this little snowman on it. Then I wanted to use also this small fox because I really like it, but I wasn't able to find a place for it. I was trying in the future another time, but it rests on my table at the end. Then I started to embellish left up corner. I used this small dark deck. Then I wanted to add a small deer there with some trees. Deer I adhere with foam squares, and trees I think I adhere with my glue. Yes. All of that are fascicated from the paper, and then I start to look on my sticker sheet and trying to find something which will work for me. I add these small little trees, and then I mainly add few snowflakes from this sticker sheet, and also these fascicated snowflakes. I adhere with my foam squares, and I was thinking what else can I adhere, but I didn't like many things. Yes, I add this small snowflake, then I adhere these bigger snowflakes. And then I was trying to find something else, what I can add here. Again, this small fox, and I didn't like it anywhere, so I just didn't use it. A few more snowflakes, and then I want to use this and this. But this big snowflake I used, but on the other side here, then I added one more here, not this one, but from the sticker sheet, and at the end I fussy cutted another one to other side because I didn't like this last big one, and you can see the close-ups. And thank you for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, and goodbye.